What is going on? Welcome to Ruu S Room, where we get into the nitty gritty of the artists and creatives in the scene. I am Ruu, aka the Culture Black Kid, and today we have Mallrat, the critically acclaimed, ARIA charting, Hottest 100 placing, millions of stream boasting,
Yes.
resident songwriter and producer, is back with the release of a second album, Light Hit My Face Like a Straight Right, accompanied by a tour in April to May. Mallrat, how are you doing? Like, for real, how are you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. So the album is getting really close and the tours just kind of got announced in the last 48 hours. So it's all happening.
Yes.
And I feel like there's a lot going on, but I am taking it in my stride, and the overwhelming feeling is excitement, and excitement that people also seem to care.
No,
like,
for
it's
sure.
not just me.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. What do you feel like you've learned about yourself from the second album journey?
I think it's reaffirmed how much I love sampling.
True.
Yeah.
It's very evident throughout the whole project.
Yeah.
That pavement. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
I love that pavement sample so much. And
Thank you.
Again, like, especially like southern hip hop, Denzel
Yeah.
Curry, like 3 6 Mafia style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were saying.
Yeah. I think that's the main thing. Like, just leaning into that has been really cool. I think I've always enjoyed it, but I've never realized that it's like such an important part of production for the way that I look at production.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And, I feel like the uninitiated would only see sampling and take it with hip hop. But, then how you're approaching it with more dance and more pop and, electronic aspects, again, it's super creative and, really indicative of your skills as a producer and your ear to, again, do stuff that's super creative and that, again, a normal, everyday fan wouldn't really think of.
Thank
So,
you. I
of
appreciate
course.
that.
Of course. So, again, title of the album, Light Hit My Face Like a Straight Right. On the light part of that, I wanted to ask, is there a favorite show or movie that you have that has that cliche of holy light coming through the room, hitting like the character? So for me, it would be kind of on the outs of the Simpsons golden era, where it's the episode where it's like Bible stories, and then Lisa gets beamed up to heaven, and then
Yes.
Homer pulls her down.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So good.
Yeah.
Love that Simpsons reference. None are springing to mind of like the
Yeah.
thing right now. But I remember watching Euphoria for the first time and just, I think it was maybe the second season where they're at the party and the light is crazy. I don't
Right.
remember exactly what it was, but it was like this party scene where it's like all really silhouetted. And also, I always think about this Petra Collins photo where it's I think the photo is of like a Playboy bunny, like Holly Madison or something, on the carpet, and it's lit by the light coming through the shutters. Yeah, I love those light moments. They're my favorites right now. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And on the other side, the straight right part of your title, it is been said that you're a fan of boxing. Obviously, there's a boxing theme constant with all your artworks, apart from the main artwork, but all the singles. I did want to play like a smidge of a game, which is, I'm gonna say, like a handful of not typical boxing things, but moments in a very general boxing sense, and I want you to see if any of your local music homies lines up with like any of these things. All make sense as I ask the questions. I feel like I didn't really explain it well. I was really trying to think of a way to explain it, but I think that's probably the most. The questions will hopefully speak for themselves. Anyway, which of your like local music homies would have the best walk-in song from their discography?
From their discography?
I mean, I wrote that, but honestly, if they have one that
Miss Kanina, Black Britney would be such a good walk-in song.
That would be fire. That would be so hard.
That would be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of your local music homies would probably get knocked out first round?
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh, I feel bad saying what
Yeah.
I'm about to say, but Japanese wallpaper. He's a lover, not a fighter.
True.
Yeah.
True. Well, I guess that kind of goes into another one, which is which one of your local music homies throws no punches but just dodges and hugs,
Dodges and what?
like hugs, like to not like
Oh,
to
yeah,
break up
yeah,
the yeah.
yeah. Ooh, maybe like a real like I'm feeling like a peacemaker, you know?
Yeah. Or kind of peacemaker, but also like is like very agile or like stays on their toes, but at the same time, I guess is also the peacemaker because of the hug part.
Maybe. Okay, when I think of honestly Sydney Phillips, I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Yeah, quick and understands lots of different perspectives if you're looking at it from that angle. But yeah, very quick. I would say Sydney.
Okay. Which of your local music homies is a little scrappy but gets the job done?
I first wanted to say me. Yeah.
It is me. It is
Yeah, I think me.
Okay, fair enough. And finally, who can take hits round after round but doesn't go down?
Oh,
Doesn't stay down.
doesn't stay down. Someone who has been doing really interesting and exciting things, in my opinion, for a while now would be All Day.
Yeah.
So I would say just for like still doing cool stuff, I would say him.
For sure. I agree. I 1000% agree. Okay. Fire. Well, hopefully, people can get just a smidge of that intro to get to know a little bit more about your homies, but let's get to know a little bit more about you. So what we usually do is I say we're going to take it back to primary school days, have a little bit of a show and tell, a little bit behind the scenes. This was sorted out so quick in this conversation. So unfortunately, trying to get items to show, unfortunately, wasn't able to happen. However, that's all right because we're still going to get a dope story out of these questions.
Yep.
So let's get into it. And my first one is, what is something that represents who you are as a person?
Ooh, something I have. Okay, I actually do kind of have something to show, which is this handbag that my friend made for me.
Sure.
So my best friend Greta, she works for a tailor and she makes clothes and she does styling and she's very creative. Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
She made me this handbag for my birthday last year. And she actually the year before she made me a bag as well. But it really is the most me thing ever because she put all these details on. She's got like all these Hello Kitties and like little bunnies and stuff. And it's all made out of things she found at the op shop.
Yeah.
So I love wearing like plaid mini skirts. It's kind of like my uniform.
For sure.
And so she's taken one and she's used it as the strap and the details. And then on the inside, the lining is all plaid as well. So in a very literal sense, like this was literally made to reflect my taste by my best friend. It's not like a metaphorical answer. It's just a really sweet thing that she did that sums me up and what I like up really well.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. You did have, that reminds me, you did have this video where you were saying like what's some 5 tips of thrifting.
Oh.
And I was wondering what's your most recent W and L from your most recent thrifting experiences.
This shirt is probably the last thing that I've thrifted and then rinsed. Like
Okay.
I wear it all the time. It's $3.
Hi.
And it's just a good shirt. And now I'm really just loving wearing button-up like business, like dad shirts, business dad shirts.
Like mid late 90s, like
Not even just daggy, like just kind of daggy.
I get what you mean.
So that was my last W. My last L, I bought a tie thinking I would wear a tie, and I haven't. But it's not really the end of the world. And there's still time.
Exactly. You got all the business shirts to go.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
You're
set
the
up for
one.
success now.
For sure. Okay, let's move on to number 2. What is your favorite sentimental gift that you have received from someone?
Again, I actually think I do have something.
Amazing.
So this is just very fortunate that I have all these things with me. But the bag is an answer to that. But then also these glasses.
Sure.
And they're awesome. But the reason that they're sentimental is because my little sister passed away last year, and my mum got these for my little sister,
Sure.
but she didn't get a chance to give them to her.
Right.
And so now when I wear them, I think of my mum and my little sister.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
It's kind of, like a little passed down type
Yeah.
situation. Or something to like always have on you, constant reminder. Yeah, I love that. And, I also love that within horses and, the story that's told as well as like how it's shown visually. Yeah, I honestly don't have too much more
Thank
to
you.
add on to that. No, I love that. Number 3. What is the first album that you have ever bought or received?
The first one I bought, well, actually, the first one I received, I remember being given that Rihanna album with Umbrella on it. Good Girl Gone Bad, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Awesome. And the first one I bought myself was Azealia Banks' Broke with Expensive Taste.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
I heard about that, and then everyone knows the story. We don't need to get into that.
It's all right.
But dope.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were the first time you pressed play on that Azealia Banks?
I remember the first time I heard Azealia Banks, which was I was at a friend's house for a sleepover and like Rage or something was playing. And the 212 video was playing, but I didn't know what it was at the time because I missed the like introductory thing and I missed the credit at the end, but it's her rapping to camera and she's got the Mickey Mouse jumper on. And I remember thinking it was so cool and I was like, I need to find what this is or who this artist is, but I didn't know the name of it. But then I eventually found it because I spent forever Googling like girl with Mickey Mouse jump. I found it eventually.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And finally on this, is there a local artist whose project or single that you've been rinsing a lot lately?
Sydney Phillips.
Hard.
Yeah. So Sydney is from Brisbane and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say she's like an Eshe rapper, but in some ways she is. But then she's also got like this really eclectic taste in production and it's like kind of wavy as well. I'm a really big fan of Sydney's and I went to her show in Melbourne on the weekend, on Saturday. Yeah. But she put out an album called Penance just a few weeks ago.
Nice.
And I love it. I especially love the lyrics.
Ah, okay. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, number 4. What is a moment from one of your favorite gigs and sessions?
Ooh, one of my favorite gigs. Okay. Once I played this festival in Ireland. It was either Longitude or Latitude. I forget which one. This is a few years ago and I was kind of dreading it because it had been a long tour and I was really exhausted and I was kind of sick of playing. I was opening for an artist who was awesome, but I was kind of like burnt out from people not knowing the songs and I was just tired.
Yeah.
And we were first on the little stage. So I was like, man, this is going to be so embarrassing. Like, I just don't have the emotional stamina for this right now. And I was with Denim, my DJ, and we were like, dreading it.
Yeah.
And then we walk on stage and as soon as the music starts, like all these little, like, I guess chavs.
Okay. Okay.
Irish chavs.
Okay.
That looked about 16. Ran in.
Yeah.
And I don't think they knew the words, but by the time the second chorus came around, they were singing as many of them as they could remember. They were just like actually moshing. And my music is mostly not mosh worthy. And I could hardly sing because I was laughing and smiling so much.
Yeah.
It was so unexpected. So that's one of my favorite surprise moments. Shout out Ireland.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Ireland.
What a country. And from a session, so many nice moments. I think I just am always excited by learning things from different producers or collaborators, and that moment when something like an idea works and it feels good is just always good.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Is there a most recent or one that sticks out to you?
On the album, like an aha moment. Again, just the sampling was what felt really energizing and exciting. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And number 5. What is something that represents your dreams and aspirations within your field?
Ooh. Well, there are two answers to this because I guess my main vague dream is to write songs that I love and am excited by, and then have people that I am also inspired by want to work with me because they like what I do.
Yeah.
But then I think the other aspiration of mine that's more practical is just building community and bringing people up together and connecting people that you feel like make sense together, because it sounds so cliche, but I think that community is really important, and that is what creates longevity in art.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And I also agree with that sentiment. And, you know, again, I can see that through, you know, how you collaborate and, you know, it seems like you work with and all the artists, or, you know, shout out all your homies. It seems like all the people who you've involved yourself with in this industry, it's all just natural collaboration. Like, you're genuinely friends with
Yes,
them.
yes.
Like, it's not just a business transaction. It's like, nah, I can hit you up. It's cool. And natural collaboration, I 1000% agree, is one of the ways that things are just gonna keep getting better in this scene. It's unfortunate that, you know, a lot of people get cliquey, or, you know, then there's just like issues and whatnot. And yeah, no, I agree.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, for sure. For sure. Okay. I got a game. One more game for you before we get out of it. It's like a Ruu S Room classic. Basically, what I'm going to get you to do is build your ultimate collab track. It is going to be yourself. Well, okay. Before I actually premise that, seeing as you are a producer and an artist, you can choose whether you want to be a producer or the artist on the track.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Do I wait to hear the rest of the question?
So, it's going to be 4 artists on
Okay.
the track. 1 producer, 1 director, 1 videographer.
All
local. So, yeah, you can choose whether you want to produce for this track, or if you want to be an artist on the track.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite directors in Australia are Tom, who I work with.
Mm-hmm.
His director name is Egume, but his name is Tom Carroll, and I've done all my recent videos with him. I love him, and I love PHC Films, who does all of the Amel and the Sniffers stuff. So I'm going to come back to which one of those two I will choose when I figure out the artists. That would be pretty interesting. Okay. Because Tom does like a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
But then PHC Films does quite grainy film stuff.
Could be like an interesting...
Very interesting.
Okay.
Okay, the artists. Who have I always wanted to hear together? Okay, this is something that I suggested to All Day. So he has this song called Aussie Accents.
Yeah. Love it. Love that song.
But I want him to do a remix version of it. And I said, Tom, I want you to do a remix of Aussie Accents, and for all the different verses, I want you to get Cursor,
Yep.
Mulalo,
Oh.
Sydney Phillips. And then there were a few other names I chucked in the mix as well, like I love Shotta and Golo.
Yep.
There are a few things that could be swapped around, but that was my initial thought. It would be, like, I guess a legend.
Yeah.
So I guess Cursor, and then some fresh faces.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
And I don't remember who produced Aussie Accents, but if we need someone to produce a remix, then I want Nina Geraci to do it.
Hard.
And yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. And did you say who was the DOP, the videographer?
Ooh, we didn't land on an answer. I think Egume should do it.
Yeah.
Tom Carroll.
Nice. Okay. Dope. Well, let's see if that can turn that can happen.
It could happen.
For sure. So, yeah, I'll make sure I stay tapped in for that the deluxe edition.
Yep.
But anyway, Mallrat, thank you so much for jumping on. It's been a pleasure to chop it up with you and get to know you a little bit more. Here is the camera. Please let the people know what is up, what's coming out, what's already out, all that good stuff.
Thank you. My album, Light Hit My Face Like a Straight Right, is out Feb 14. And the most recent song from it is Pavement. And it's got a really cool video to go along with it. So that's what's up.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you. I am Ruu, aka the Culture Black Kid, Mallrat. This is Ruu's Room. Peace.